Hi, I'm Nag, and as you might know, Anime Last Stand releases new broken units every single week, to the point where even I struggle to keep up. So today I'm chasing some of these broken units I missed for a reason or another, starting with actually one from the newest update, which I did not see. It had come out until like the day after, so oops. Alright, so I want to start the video with actually a pretty easy character. There's this new update that dropped that I kind of missed because honestly, it was Monday. I didn't even know if they're gonna drop an update anymore. Meliodas evolved, and given my 7 Deadly Sins history, I feel like I am contractually obligated to revolve this guy. And he better be good because I have him glitched already. And he's like the newest character that's going to be in this video, so I expect a lot from him. Hidden in Act 1 of Oni Island. So like, you need to like look around on these stages. Oh, there's new UI. Wait, how do I go to legend stages? Oh, okay. There's like a little skull thing there. They just be doing updates to do updates at this point. And I have to look around, huh? Let's put it in 1x speed. If you don't know, in 1x speed, this game is slower than Anime Adventures. It's just how the old developers balanced the game to be insanely slow. To the point where they had to do 3x to make it like normal speed. I might just watch a video. I ain't gonna go egg hunting. Or is it maybe they have to beat the stage and you get it? I'm not sure doing that. So is it yep, you beat the stage. Thank you. I mean, I much rather that than have to look around for the for the things like an egg hunt. Just had a very minor Anime Defenders flashback here. Alright, got the next commandment. Wait, isn't this supposed to be Assault Melee? He's evolving into Assault Melee. But he's absorbing all the commitments? When he absorbs all the commitments, he's not Assault Melee anymore. He is Demon King. I mean, who cares, it's ALS. They don't even know what 7 Deadly Sins is. I believe this is the last one, last commandment. Low-key, it would have been pretty cool if they did make him Demon King instead of giving all the commandments and then making him Assault. It makes no sense. I was during Assault mode, he does get some of the commandments, but not all of them. Like, this is all the commandments. When he gets all the commandments, he just becomes a Demon King. ASCD has a Demon King melee, which was really good, but no other game has done Demon King melee anymore. Alright. But Assault melee is also sick, so. He does Despair. It's actually a pretty good picture for what he does, because he literally does that to Zeldris and Esterosa. Let's hopefully get a good enchant. Omnipotent is not a good enchant. Here's the thing, if I don't get Glorious, the character is not usable. Because Glorious makes such a difference that at that point I might as well use another character that has Glorious, you know what I mean? It's kind of like using a glitch unit versus an avatar unit. That's how stupidly OP enchants are. Which is funny because when enchants released, they were said, nah, you know, enchants are going to be not necessary at all. That was a lie. Everyone knew that was a lie. Well, nothing like paid winning a little bit. I'm going to need these pearls for the rest of the characters, so. Magical. Magical is worse than Mastery. If you don't know, it is absolute garbage, and hopefully one day they will fix it, but unlikely. I mean, this is insane. I'm gonna go like 100 with no Glorious. Guess I'll keep Mastery. That is. The thing is, I don't know if he's usable without Glorious. I don't think you understand. The DPS difference is like, I think 30%. That is insane. The difference between having Glorious and having Mastery, and then the difference between having Glorious and what's the other one, the other garbage one. Magical is like 50%. As in, your character does 50% less damage. It's a bigger difference, I think, than going from Avatar to Glitched. Going from Magical to Glorious. That's the level we're talking. I think you're better off having an Avatar Glorious than a Glitched Magical. Like, Glitched is a joke. Like, traits are a joke now in this game because of enchants, which is what they wanted, or else they wouldn't make any money since reroll are farmable. He is 1000 for the placement, which is pretty good. He's like an early placement character. Each attack increases the RAF bar by 1, cap of 5. Upon reaching cap, deals 5 times damage, apply Despair, and perform one of the 10 orders to enemies in range. Oh my god, there's so much text. Apply Love. Units gain 100% crit damage and 20% damage on the next attack. Purity. Relieve units from stun. If they're not stunned, gain 50% damage instead. So he's like a support unit. Pacifism. Stun enemies for 10 seconds. Wrath. Him, you know, Meliodas, deals plus 50% damage to them. Faith. Inflicts Conquered and Despair. I don't know what Conquered does. Silence. Inflicts Slow and Weaken. Repose inflicts Petrify and increases Dark Elemental damage by 100% for 10 seconds. Let me start upgrading him. He's like a tiny circle. on placement. Takes a long time until he gets another attack, which is still a tiny circle. Patience inflicts accelerate and buff all DOT by plus 15 for 15 seconds. Pity. Enemies Wrath takes down are summoned with 100 times current damage plus 10% of their max HP for the next 20 seconds. Selflessness. Stuns himself for 15 seconds and add plus 15 damage and 30 range to all units for 30 seconds. Now their passive, Assault Mode. Every 25 takedowns increases crit damage by 5% and crit by 2.5, cap of 50 damage and 25 rate. Every 5 missed crits inflicts black flames plus pressure to enemies in range. So he's very strong. Now I'm kind of sad I didn't get Glorious, because then he would be even more OP. Let me see his abilities. So he's relatively expensive, kind of. I mean, this day and age, that's normal. We're bringing true farms and stuff like that. That's gonna happen. Full parry. Upon activation, pick the strongest unit in range and deal 5 times with the chosen unit's current damage. This attack has a 100% chance to crit. It has a 60-second cooldown, so you're just always on. It's like a constant mini nuke. Assault Sword. Upon activation, pick the strongest unit in range and deal 15 times with the chosen unit's current damage. This attack has a 100% chance to crit. For each use, increases multiply by 5 times, cap of 40 times increase. Again, you're also gonna have this on auto, so it just keeps on going and getting stronger. They did my boy Meliodas good. He's really strong. Now they just need to awaken him to a godly and make it the Demon King. Dark actually does need a godly. As you can see, this is my dark team. I don't have a godly because honestly Jinwoo is not worth using. I think Gilgamesh is way better as a lead because he actually does something for the other characters. Dark gets 15% damage. Like that's so OP. Well, I have more characters to work on, so I can't go back and get Glorious on him yet, but he deserves it. He's really good. At least we opened the video with a really good character. That's big. Oh, by the way, Despair. Cause enemies to take 50% more damage from all elements except Dark. Slow down enemies by 20%. Makes them take 15% more DLT, 15% more crit, and for 15 seconds. Oh, that lasts 15 seconds. Okay. They have to do the except Dark element or else it'd be way too strong. But that works good for my Gilgamesh, I guess. Next on the chopping block is a character that is actually, tied to a pretty long quest, so I did wait until knowing if he's worth it or not before getting. It's Shisu. I've already done quite a bit of this quest. You need to do the no-name plant portals 30 times. I've already done that 20 times. Any elemental cavern 15 times. That I've only done 3. Obtain 400 crystals. That is like tied to the portals. These I've already done, but these are like very general. Make 500 seconds walk back. 500 enemies walk back. That's a bit weird. I need to check which character does that. I've already done half of it somehow, but I don't know which character does that. And then just apply stun, very general. Walk back. Alright, so apparently Yuta does that. Let me just do the portals. I only have tier 1 of those portals because even though I was doing tier 5s with Troko, they don't drop for other people, only for the host, so probably will take a little while for me to actually get all the materials I need, but it is what it is. Alright, it took a while, but I finally got all the currency I needed. Oh, merchant pawn. Every time the merchant's here, I just go in and buy some essences because I don't like doing essence caves. But, that being said, my next quest is doing it 15 times. What element do I need essences for? Light. I have 44. Although, with the new system, you kind of have to play whatever is boosted. So, between fire and green, which one do I need more? Fire. And of course, we're going to be doing on insanity because you get the most. They're so easy though, you could just honestly AFK these. Unless, I don't know if Seamless works on this game mode, because Seamless does not work in so many game modes. Either way, last time I did this, it was so easy. You just need to place up front, because all the entrances are so... or the paths that the enemies come out of are so close together. And with 5 blue units, you get like an insane damage boost. Or 5 of whatever element you're doing the cave for. 12k is gonna take a while though. So, I'll be back in a bit. Alright, after a long time, my quest is done. This really is like a pretty big grind. Shisu. I spammed a little too fast. I actually don't know what he does, but apparently he is goated. Until 2 updates from now, and then he's garbage. Alright, full triple S. Do I need to do anything else? Nope, I just evolve. I don't have that many pearls, but hopefully Shisu won't be as bad. Well over 100 pearls, like probably 150 pearls with how glorious is nuts, bro. Since it's like the only enchant that matters. It's literally only glorious and mystical. Everything else is garbage. This one better be worth, like he better last long enough to be worth me buying this. Because so far, just for dust pearls, because it's the only real way of getting pearls. Like they nerfed the infinite farm, which gave you pearls. They nerfed it specifically because they don't want you to farm pearls. And the only real way to get pearls consistently right now is tournament, but I try playing tournament. It's so bad. It's so bad. It's so much RNG. The amount of time spent playing tournament, it's not worth the pearls. I bought these two, and now this one. That's like 10,000 Robux so far, just for pearls. Give me glorious, bro. I just want one glorious. That is not the 0.1. That is the 2.6 or whatever. If I get, I'll have to keep mastery again. Oh, I didn't notice it was master. I think this might actually be my last time doing a video like this. Like the pearls are just so stupid. Like if you think of any other way of getting pearls, they're either limited or timed, right? It's like you can get it from boss rush. Did I get mine already? Oh, I don't have any currency right now. I get it when it restocks. I think it's only 3 every 3 days. Not this one, because I never really think about it, but this one I do. There's in the survival shop, which again, it did reset, I didn't notice. This one I need to reset again, or I need to farm again. Like I do it. I come here and I get it when it resets. It's still like not enough, it's so little. Think about the fact that they release like 50 characters per month and they're unusable without good enchants. Now it's time for the easy part, because rerolls are farmable. Honestly, just remove the rerolls from the bundles and add more pearls, dude. I don't care. I can just farm the rerolls. Got it. Alright, so right now this is my green team. As you can see, actually to remove Robin. Bit of an odd team. That's why I wanted Shisu, because I need him for progressive. Also again, Gilgamesh making an appearance here on the green team. But to be fair, he does actually have a green unit that comes out when he places. Let me do a legend stage here. This is a water at the start, so green team is actually good for it. This legend stage is really annoying though, because they made the enemies the speed of light. And I'm always so confused when I spawn in. Yeah, it's the most ALS stage of all time. Probably the worst stage they've done in a long time, either way. Shisu. The unit with the highest damage stat in Shisui's range is marked with Envy. When the marked unit attacks, Shisui has a 25% chance to make a follow-up, which does 75% of the marked unit's damage. It does not inflict any status effects. Even if the marked unit does, this attack is not affected by this unit's SPA. Actually, they go, oh no, I forgot to upgrade the unit in the back, so he can counter the speed of light. He's like a small circle on placement, becomes a line. When this unit fails a follow-up attack, the chance to perform a follow-up attack increases by 2.5 up to 25, so he becomes 100% eventually. After this unit fails a follow-up 10 times, he gains 25 damage, 25 range permanently. So he also does Sunburn, which then becomes Blaze. Yeah, he's pretty cheap. Like again, if you compare him to Meliodas, which you just got, I think Meliodas said like the last upgrade was like 500k? True abilities. Freeze all enemies in the map for 75 seconds. During that, he gains 50 damage, 35 crit rate against enemies that are afflicted by his own debuff. When the freeze ends, all buffs are removed from him, and for the next 100 seconds, attacks have a 50% chance to miss and deal 50% less damage. So that is, you only pop that when the boss comes out, so you don't have to deal with that. Rewind all enemies. During that, he gains 50% DOT. If unit damage an enemy inflicted with Blaze apply weaken, and when it ends, he loses the buffs, and then again, he gets the miss chance. I'm not a big fan of that. So I froze all the enemies. Although they're not within my unit's range. Oh, that's unfortunate. But you can't, both of his abilities have a shared cooldown. So you can only do one or the other. That's weird. 75 seconds is quite a while, huh? Might actually be faster to do this. Oh, there we go. I don't think it was a good choice doing this in this legend stage where the enemies are obscenely fast. Let me do a more controlled stage, or a better stage. Oh yeah, so another thing about these pearls. Even if you do buy them, you need to spend them within 3 days, right? So you can't stock up on them, which is really great. I went to check on raids. We've had Fire Element be the good element for raids 1, 2, 3, 4 raids in a row. Or sorry, 5 raids in a row. And then one like in between, like fire and then light. I really like fire, huh? There are 0 raids where green is good. Zero. There's no content other than that one stage for me to use Shisu on. So I'm just gonna move on to that. That's it. It's the only stage where blue is relevant. Or sorry, that green is relevant. I don't know how. They release an update every single week. But now it's time for the thumbnail character. Now, if you have not read Jujutsu Kaisen, I'm sorry, but there's no other way of me doing this. You will be spoiled. It's in the game, man. I didn't make the model, I didn't make the update. It's in the game. We need to make Yujo. For that, we need Gojo. I have him with Glitched and Glorious. He's been ready to go for ages at this point. We need Yuta, again, he's here, no problem. Glitched and Glorious. And 2 more units. We need Sukuna, that will do the fusion. But we need a mediator as well, for what I know. That mediator is Geto. Now, he's not actually Geto, he is Kenjaku, but I guess he is Geto before evolving, so we need Kenjaku. As you can see, I already got Geto. He's actually from the Breaches. Well, they're not here right now, but I got him pretty early, like I got pretty lucky. I need to evolve him, and because I'm gonna actually have to use him, even though he's just a mediator, I need to roll Glitch and Glorious on him as well. That's why it's only 3 units for this video, not 4, how I usually do, because you saw the pearls have been destroying me. This is gonna be painful. I need the evolve material, the soul orb, which drops from the legend stage I just complained about being the worst stage they've done in a long time. Thankfully, the pity isn't too bad. It's 30. The way I'm gonna do I need to do the stage 24 times, so the way I'm gonna do this, and each completion is like, what, 5 minutes, is I'm gonna tiny task it. I think I need to be all the way back here, because again, the enemies are the speed of light to compensate for the fact that they purchased a map that's too big. I probably don't need 2 farms actually, so only upgrade 1. We'll be using the Shisui we got as a good early, and I'm hoping just these 3 placements is enough to beat the whole stage. We'll find out soon. I'm just gonna leave it as is and then I'll see. Because if so, that would be a very simple macro. Just place the farm, place Shisui, place, you know, upgrade them. Okay, I have a problem. This does take a long time. Like, even if I'm tiny tasking, look, the boss isn't that fast. I'm pretty sure he's quite a bit slower than the actual enemies. I might be able to come up with a way to make this faster. Also, I don't know if this is gonna beat him. Shisui doesn't have a skill tree, so he's like significantly weaker than otherwise. Okay, instead, I'll place the farm, Shisui, Yuno, same thing, but I'm not upgrading them. Instead, I'm placing Yoga Mash like right here. Could probably put a little more to the right, and he's getting upgraded. Just him. I was hoping I could be super zoomed out, but no, because this map is so poorly made. Look at what happens, man. Oh my god. Okay, I can zoom out here, but not here for some reason. Just, Jesus Christ. It's ALS. It's ALS. I need to remember it's ALS. Okay, it looks like I can't reach it from here. This is annoying. Whatever, it will just take a while. Each completion. A couple of hours later. Yes, hours, because I noticed that my macro was taking 15 minutes per legend stage completion because the boss would get progressively slower the more the seamless retry would restart the stage. I can't believe seamless retry is still bugged. Never, under any circumstance, use seamless retry while farming infinite. Your game will suffer. Your PC might explode. There we go. Kenjaku. Thief. I don't think I'll actually ever use him on the Dark team, especially because Dark is the most stacked team in the game, but that's not what he's here for. He's here literally just for the transformation, which I really hope the game doesn't overshadow anytime soon. And I'm only doing this because I actually just buffed this transformation. When it first dropped, I saw Red Null's video and I was like, I don't think this is worth it. But post buff, it looks worth it. Finally, there it is. Now the moment of truth. Enchants. I think I'm keeping Mastery and I'm going back to Meliodas and praying and get Glorious. They're after the enchants I have. Nope. That is legendary. Bad luck right there. Oh, he's not called Kenjaku in game, he's called Geto. Bruh. If you don't know in Anime Last Stand, they let you actually type by the unit name that's in the system. If you want to know a little secret, a peek behind the curtains. Every game in the backend, they just call the character the real name. I know that I'm seeing like the proper like data name of the character. They always just have like the actual name, like Naruto, Sasuke, whatever it is. So ALS actually just lets you search for the proper name. Well, this is the team. We have to bring the JJK boys. So I'm hoping that this is something I can actually use, and this isn't just like theoretically a cool thing that there is in the game, but we'll see. First off, I actually want to try Kenjaku. I don't know what he does. Oh my god, just a wall of text. Each enemy killed by this unit has a 20% chance to be revived as a spirit. Each revived spirit has a 25% chance to become one of the following summons. Either deal 5x unit's current damage plus 5% of the enemy's max HP. On contact, stuns for 5 seconds and applies cripple. Or 10x, 5%, and on contact, force enemy to walk back. Or 15x 10%, drains 10, cap of 100 bill, or 20x 15% and on contact applies bleed and hemorrhage. So he summons the enemies that he kills, in summary. Listen, what actually goes on with these numbers, ALS is such a brain rot game that it doesn't matter. Everything's happening so fast, it's in 3 times speed. After you kill the first like little bit of enemies, it doesn't really matter anyways. He's not hybrid on placement, which is honestly shocking. Basically every character is. He has 3 abilities. Deal 10 bill multiplied by the number of summons currently on the map up to 500 bill and deletes all the summons. Deals 50 bill also multiplied by the amount of summons up to 50 times. Number of times Uzumaki ability has been used also multiplies that. All summons on the map are destroyed. Kill the strongest enemy on the map and summon a massive unit with 1000 times that unit's current damage. Must use Uzumaki at least once and deal up to 500 bill with it. Or a minimum 500 bill. Upon activation, select a unit on the map and take control of it. This unit replaces the selected unit, adding its current damage to Kenjaku, up to 300 mil. The overtaking unit's passive sales effects on the SPA and range are completely overwritten with Kenjaku. So, this unit is a bit gimmicky, not gonna lie. I don't think I'm ever gonna actually use him, but what matters is the transformation, so. And again, I wanna try to use this in a practical way, but the only way I think anyone has ever seen this is in Infinite. Because you need to max upgrade Gojo, which is fine, Yuta, which is fine, but the one that's really tough is you need to max upgrade Sukuna, which is, I think, the most expensive unit in the game. That is what's tough. Wait, do you need to max upgrade him? I think you might just need to. I think you'll need the shrine. Either way, it's just so much money. Oh, I forgot to pop the wealth thing. It's just not realistic. Well, I'm hoping it will be realistic. Okay, I wanted to make sure to know exactly what's going on, so I forgot about this. When you place Yuta down, he actually eats Kenjaku. Like, I didn't delete him, he just got eaten. And then you gotta pop purple, and then shrine. And Yuta eats Gojo as well. Bro's hungry. And he becomes Yujo. If you have not read the manga, ALS does not care. And I'm not gonna explain actually. You're just gonna have to wonder why he eats Gojo. Anyways, this unit is pretty insane. Like the damage is absurd. It's not practical, right? But it is absurd. He does pressure. Every 2 attacks, it deals 5 times damage to enemies in range and slow them down by 50% of their current speed for 10 seconds. Every 3 attacks, deals 3 times damage to enemies in range and cause them to walk backwards for 5 seconds. If unmastered red and blue proc on the same enemy, so it's the 2 attacks here, the 5x and 3x. Deal 10x to enemies in range and apply pressure plus despair. Set base damage to 45 million, range to 80 and change to full AoE. Gain unmastered blue and red, so it's just him. Because technically this is still Yuta. Well, I don't know why I said technically. This is still Yuta, he just changed the passive. And he gets basically the domain, Gojo's domain expansion. Time stop on enemies in range for 15 seconds, decreases speed by 15%, and increases damage by 10% for 15 seconds. And then hollow purple, or unmastered purple. Has a 10% chance to misfire, but if he does do it successfully, deal 5 trillion damage and apply extinguish to enemies for the next 60 seconds. If it does miss, he gets self-stun for 60 seconds. Insane, right? Only problem is, again, super unrealistic. Can I place Gojo again? I can. I'm assuming I can't place Yuta. But I can't place Kenjaku either. Interesting. Even though he ate both of them, Gojo can still be replaced. That is interesting. Either way, I'm gonna try to make this team work in an actual setting and hope that if more activities like that come into the game, that I can actually use this whole setup again. Because the idea is cool. It's really cool. So this stage right here is long. So I'm hoping it works here. And if it does, I sincerely hope that more activities like this come into the game. And by that point, this unit isn't irrelevant. Because the power creep in this game is absurd. In 2 to 3 updates, this whole thing going on might be completely worthless already because of how, again, absurd the power creep is. Units become irrelevant so quick. But my hope is that that does not end up being the case. I need to place Kenjaku first and then Yuta, right? Wait, do I need to upgrade Yuta for him to... Do I need to upgrade Kenjaku? I was really hoping I didn't. Okay, I just looked away from the screen, looked back, and he ate Kenjaku. That answered my question really quickly. I'm not gonna upgrade Rika because I'm pretty sure she also vanishes. Okay, I actually do have everything set up, so wasn't too bad. I did pop Bulma's Money Wish to help, and you know, after this I'm actually gonna replace Gojo, so I really do need the money. But it's not the craziest. I'm gonna wait actually first because I want to pop Gojo's nuke while the boss is out. Don't want to waste the hollow purple. I am a little concerned it won't be able to beat the boss though, but it should be able to, right? Hopefully. Alright, because again, I don't want to waste any of this. I'm just gonna pop all my nukes and stuff. Boom, Evil Shrine. Then I'm gonna replace Gojo. He gets random? I didn't see that. I'm gonna have Void like constantly popping as well. Really wish I could place Kenjaku. Can I have both? I guess they don't actually work at the same time. I'm not gonna be able to break his shield though, right? Nah, that's unfortunate because I don't have that many characters. I don't know if this is really viable. I can solo this boss. I've done it. Not really that crazy. I don't have enough nukes to stop. That's so annoying. Yeah, I don't know if it's just because like on this activity, it's not really it. Because of the lack of characters, like not letting me replace Kenjaku really sucks. Yeah, I already lost. Like I'm barely doing damage to him because I can't stop his ability since I don't have that many characters. It's a cool concept. Hopefully in the future activity it will be usable. But as of right now, it's a cool concept that is completely unusable. So can I put faith in the ALS developers? I'm not sure.